I'm still Aleksa Manila. Welcome back to PCAF's Unwind 2021.
Status reports.
We are your sound positive news source.
Aleksa Manila, welcome to the
Status report.
The
Status report.
Hey, just letting you see my bareback. You know what time it is? It's time to donate. Text Unwind to 50155.
We apologize for the technical difficulty.
I'm Dr. Felicia Fox.
I'm Jayla Watje.
Your positive news source from the Olympic Mountains.
I'm Marshall
Timberline of the Cascades.
I'm Lavinda Lyfe.
From the Capitol Rotunda.
I'm Eric
To the Tacoma Dome.
We're giving you sports, the weather, the traffic, and of course, entertainment.
Where the news is always positive. Coming to you from the PCAF
Do
studios.
it now. Do it now. Text Unwind to 50155 to donate. Panda Mick Porter, you're on the beat. I'm going viral. I'm Mick, Panda Mick. Hey folks, welcome back. I'm Panda Mick, your on the beat reporter. Tonight we have a very special guest. You met Jess, a PCAF client. I have the honor of an exclusive interview with Jess's son. Kris, thank you so much for joining us. Let's start by getting to know you. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Kris. I'm 22. My pronouns are he, him. I was born HIV positive. My mom didn't find out until she was 5 months pregnant with me and had been constantly trying to test for it and get doctors to put her on the HIV meds to save me from it. And because she didn't test positive, they never did. And we found out March 9th of 1999, which was 2 months and a couple odd days from me being born, that we both came up positive. And I had to have a G-tube installed because I wouldn't take the liquid medication. And I had that until about second grade. And throughout school, that was actually really difficult because people kept trying to pull it out and it fell out during school a couple of times too. In fifth grade, I chose to disclose my status to my classmates because we were shown a video of the Grim Reaper. And I asked my mom to come talk because she did for UCAN. And she told our story. And that was the first time I had ever actually disclosed my status to other people.
Kris, you have a unique experience of living with HIV since you were born. What was it like growing up with HIV?
Well, for me, I didn't really understand it until I was in like first or second grade. But I did know I was different because my meds stunted my growth. And so I was half the size of my classmates. I think I was like 6 or 7 still wearing toddler clothing. And they didn't find out for a couple of years that all of us in the study were not growing because we were so young that short kids were still normal until they realized just how much shorter we all were. Well, I told everyone and then I got made fun of because I was called the walking plague. A couple of people had called me a faggot because it's mostly associated with gay men, even before I ever came out. The irony.
Hey, Kris, so given your experience, what do you want people to know about HIV?
What I'd like people to know about HIV is that as long as someone is adhering to their medications and are undetectable, they cannot transmit. The virus literally cannot leave their body into someone else's. And that overall, despite our statuses, that we are still people and we still have feelings.
Let's touch on stigma and misinformation and how that has impacted you. What do you want people to know about stigma?
What I'd like people to know about stigma is a lot of the misinformation that we're given or things that people think that they know is what support the stigmas. One I've personally had a lot of issues with is people thinking that like sharing food with me or drinks or something like that will get them sick, as if it's transferred through saliva and not blood or other bodily fluids. And that's made it really hard to have social relationships with people because they just assume that I'm going to get them sick, even though I'm not doing anything with them that would cause that to happen. That you can't be born with it, that you have to be sexually active, and or only gay men can be sick.
So do you use the word sick synonymously with HIV?
I personally do, especially when I don't want to actually disclose my status. I'll just say sick because there's so many different ways that someone can be sick that a lot of people don't tend to question it. They're just like, oh, okay, whatever, you're sick. And I often do for myself because acknowledging it is actually really hard for me throughout my life. And if I say that I'm just sick, it's like something that can go away instead of something that is with me all the time.
Kris, tell us about your connection to PCAF. What resources have you accessed? And what support has PCAF offered you?
My connection to PCAF started with my mom when she was a UCAN client. Once I had reached my teenage years, they had offered me my own case manager. And so I started working with them by myself. And I've volunteered for PCAF as well, accessed the food pantry that they have in their toiletries, mental health vouchers, which allowed me to see a specific therapist of my choosing. And once those vouchers ran out, my case manager had got me signed up with EIP. All I had to do while she was getting me signed up for EIP was sign my name where it was required.
Has living with HIV provided you with any insights that you might not have had otherwise?
What I've learned is how to actually find people that care about me.
Thank you so much for, we really appreciate you sharing your story with everyone watching the show.
Well, thank you very much for your time.
All right, back to you, Aleksa.
This is the $300 a gift or a very simple $25 a month commitment. And this stocks up a year's worth of personal care and household items for not one, but 2 clients. It provides access to items like toilet paper, soap, and cleaning supplies, the vital necessities for hygiene. All right.
Never back down like old curiosity. Everybody needs some time to unwind. So drink the sky.
Hi, I'm Bill Eaton, he, him pronouns. I'm a volunteer at the PCAF office in Olympia. With a one-time donation of $300 or $25 a month, PCAF can stock a year's worth of personal care and household items for 2 clients. This provides access to necessary goods like toilet paper, soap, toothpaste, deodorant, all kinds of personal care items.
Again, do it now. Do it now. Text unwind to 50155 to donate. Unwind. That's UNWIND